Week 4, the final week of our First Choice Fit Virtual Health Challenge. It's truly an honor and privilege to serve as your coach, and I'm so glad you're all here. We're gonna have lots of fun learning about good health, how to take care of our minds and bodies. Just as in previous weeks, we will exercise together and then spotlight an important health topic. This challenge is for everyone, all ages, all fitness levels. Participate on your own or with a family member or friend. It's up to you. This partnership with Select Health of South Carolina and its First Choice Medicaid plan provides an opportunity to encourage South Carolina citizens to become First Choice Fit, which includes being active, eating right, and going for an annual well visit, even when you're not sick. This week's focus is being First Choice Fit for life. So if you're ready, let's go. Here we go. All right, so this next exercise, it's a classic. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. They didn't even change the name of it, it's so good. All right, we call these burpees. All right, if you hadn't done them in gym class, your parents probably have done them. Somebody around you has performed a burpee before because it's such a good movement. It's full body, it's anaerobics, it's tough, it's challenging, but you don't need a lot of them, all right, for it to become effective. And it's a move that you can always do to stay in shape, all right? And if you don't, this move involves jumping, but if you don't want to jump, there's always another way, all right? So for the modification, the first standard way we're gonna do it, all right? No jumping at all. So we're just gonna raise our hands. All right, we're gonna go down, come back up, raise our hands again. All right, everybody got it? If you wanna jump with me. All right, we're going 8 reps, all right, for 3 sets. 8 reps for 3 sets, here we go. Ready, jump, down, back, up. Jump, down, up. Keep going. Don't stop. Man, that was a good one. Real good one. Keep those going. It'll only build your endurance. You'll only get stronger and more conditioned. Stay in First Choice Fit. Here we go. Here's the cool thing about exercising. You don't really need to have any equipment, and you can add certain components to popular exercises that we all probably already do. All right, so this one, we call them squat kicks. So what do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna squat first and then come up into a kick. All right, and that's the cool thing. You can make your exercise routine whatever you want it to be. But when you add other components to it, just makes it more dynamic, probably burn more calories, and it's really just good for you. But these squat kicks, all right, if you don't want to kick, that's fine, but adding the kick makes it a bit more dynamic. You burn a lot more calories. So we're just gonna start, if you don't wanna do the squat kicks, which is okay, going down into a squat, making sure that your hips go back first. Your hips, your butt back first, all right? Keep those knees back, not over the toes, but back. Pushing that butt back is the first movement you wanna do. Keeping those hands up. Now, if we wanna kick with it, which I want you to do, let's go at least 3 sets of 8 reps. All right, so we'll do 1 set together. Here we go. A good base, about shoulder width apart. We're gonna squat, kick, squat, kick, squat, kick. And just keep the pace going. going 8 each side. Make that kick dynamic. All right? Pretend like you're in karate class when you come up with that kick. Kick hard. Kick it out. Squat, kick. Keeping that butt back. Kicking when you come up. Staying tall. Pretend you're in karate class when you make that kick. Hard. Hard. Another dynamic exercise to stay first choice fit. This is exciting. I'd like to welcome Dr. Kathleen Dahm, a board-certified pediatrician and medical director at Select Health of South Carolina. Welcome, Dr. Dahm.
Thank you for having me, Marcus.
Well,
it's good to be here.
It's awesome to have you here. There's so many questions that a lot of parents, maybe even kids have, and I'll kick it off with the first one.
Yes.
Can you talk about the importance of having a medical home and a primary care provider who you know and trust and who knows you?
It's so important. We know that having a medical home leads to improved quality of care and improved outcomes. So having a primary care provider where they know your medical history, they know your family's medical history, they know what conditions you currently are dealing with, if any, and they can really help you take care of yourself and make sure you're getting all the right referrals to specialists and things of that nature. So
That's
very
great.
important for improved quality of life and improved health.
That's great. That's awesome. So Dr. Dahm, annual well visits or periodic checkups with your primary care provider are critically important to good health. Can you tell us why?
Yes, they are very important for so many reasons. So we want to go to the primary care provider even when we're not having a specific issue. So we want to go for those preventive well checks. So for babies and young children, it's really important to make sure they're growing and developing properly, that they look good on the growth chart, they're not, underweight or overweight, and also to make sure they're getting the proper immunizations and make sure they're meeting developmental milestones. Likewise, for school-age children, we want to make sure they're getting their immunizations so they can attend school, and we want to make sure they're doing well in school. And if not, if the primary care provider can help them troubleshoot why that may be. We want to make sure we're getting required mental health screenings through our checkups as well. And then as we age, as we become adults, we want to make sure that we're doing all of those things, taking care of our bodies and our minds and making sure the primary care provider is helping us do that and making sure we're doing required screenings at the proper intervals.
That's awesome. So what I'm hearing, I guess at least what I think I'm trying to hear is be proactive.
Yes.
About everything.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a great way to put it.
Because there's so many things that can happen, and you can make it a priority every year and set it early, just so you can get it out the way. Would you say are there any reasons as to any hesitations as to why people don't make well visits a priority?
I think people just don't take time for themselves sometimes, right? Like especially for people who are parents or caring for their parents, for example, they don't take time to take care of themselves necessarily, but it is crucial that we do that so that we can help care for the ones we love.
And I assume it becomes more challenging to do your job when you don't have a patient show up that you're expecting. So as a pediatrician, if you have a child who doesn't show up for 2 years, I assume that makes it challenging for you?
Yes. We want to make sure that the adult caregiver is bringing that baby or child in for all the required checkups, because the baby or child can't do that for themselves. So it's critical that their caregiver do so. And then for adults, it's critical that you take care of yourself so that you can take care of your children or your parents or whoever else is in your life that you love. So self-care in that way is extremely important.
To be at your best. I mean, it's really the only thing that matters. So you can, like you just said, take care of the people that you love. So
right,
that's
so
amazing.
true.
So I know a lot of kids and parents are watching this, and they're involved in sports.
Yes.
Is there a difference between a sports physical and an annual well visit?
Yes, there are some differences between the two. We want to make sure that children are getting their annual well visits. And, if they are participating in sports, that as part of their well visit, they ask to have their pre-participation examination in addition to that. But we want to make sure that they get in for that well visit at least once a year for school-aged children and older.
That makes sense. When you were talking, it just brought up a memory of a situation that happened to me while I was in college. Not to me, but one of my teammates. It come to find out, we were doing conditioning and it was over 90 degrees and it was very humid. And as he was running, he passed out. Unbeknownst to him, a couple days later, we found out as a team that he had an underlying condition that probably could have been prevented if he would have went to an annual well visit versus a sports physical. So you heard it from Dr. Dom. Go get your annual well visit. The sports physical does not cover everything. And Dr. Dom, thank you so much for being here today. I learned a lot personally, and you gave us a lot of great information to carry on so we can be better informed and make decisions so I can, live a long, healthy, productive life as well. More ways for South Carolinians to stay first choice fit for life.
Here we go, team. We're right back at it. All right, working our upper body this time. And like we mentioned earlier, there are so many objects laying around our house that we can use as weights. All right, so for this next exercise, which we call shoulder shrugs, I want you to grab something a little bit heavier than usual. All right, to really feel this, you got to have some weight in your hands. All right, once you get those objects, just let them hang right by your sides. All right, keeping your chest up, keeping your shoulders square. All right, and we're just going to bring our shoulders up, hold it, and drop. Going to do 12 reps of that. All right, make sure whatever you're holding is a little bit heavier than usual. All right, feet a little bit wider than usual, but let's keep our shoulders up and hold, drop. Hold at the top, squeeze, drop. Make sure we get 12 reps. Let's build those shoulders. Strengthen all of those neck muscles. Let's go for 6 more together. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Good job. Keep it going. Last rep. Hold it. Release. Good job. Make sure you get a great shoulder stretch after this. All right. Bring it across. Over. Get some arm circles. All right. Let's get ready to go for the next exercise. Staying first choice fit. This is Brooke Britton, registered dietitian with Clemson Rural Health, and I'm excited for this next dish.
It's gonna be a good one, Marcus. It's an old standby, a favorite, the broccoli salad.
There we
We've
go.
all had it at picnics and parties and you name it. It's a great side dish. We just put a little bit of our healthy spin on it, right? So starting
Nothing wrong
out,
with that. Nothing
gotta
wrong
get
with
it
that.
healthier, right? So we got our broccoli, so we got our vegetable.
Okay.
That's always a good one. That green color, you know you're getting lots of vitamins and minerals. You got some fiber in there. So we're gonna add a few things to it. So we'll start. I got some red onion. Again, another great vegetable, giving you some more vitamins and minerals.
More color.
More color too, right? These are our raisins. So again, adds that little bit of sweetness too, which is fantastic. So we'll add some of those in. So the fun part, as far as it goes with our sauce, so to speak, we got a couple options, right? So typically most people might use regular mayonnaise. So we got options. You could use a light mayonnaise, or you can use Greek yogurt. We learned about that in our healthy swaps, right? So Greek yogurt could stand in for mayonnaise. So if you've never tried Greek yogurt, you could do a half and half. You can do a little bit of the yogurt and a little bit of the mayonnaise. That way you can just kind of see if you like it, and then maybe move towards just that Greek yogurt. But again, just another option. Greek yogurt's gonna have less fat and you got a lot of protein in it. So I'm gonna let you add some of that to our broccoli if you'd like.
I can do that. I can definitely do that. I'll go half and half.
We got half and half. Let's do half and half. We'll see how it goes. It's like just a nice little twist on an old favorite. Just a fun one to do and just quick and easy. This is one too that's going to be great to chill in the refrigerator too. I was like, I always feel like it's a little bit better after it sits for a bit.
Marry a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a good word to use. And our last step, we're just going to add a little bit of that lemon juice that you have down there.
For the citrus.
Yeah, for a little bit of citrus. You can just let you squirt a little bit in. That looks great. Okay. Yep, I'll just keep stirring. And so what do you think? Look like something you might want to take a bite of, Marcus?
I'm definitely going to have to try it.
You're going to have to try it? You think so? Okay.
I mean, I think it's all about keeping that open mind.
It is. That's a big part of it, right? I know. Just trying, even if it is an old favorite and you're like, that's not how I make it. That's not how my mom or grandma makes it, So we got to try something new, do a little healthy spin on it. All right, let's get you a plate so we can let you try this.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, Marcus. All right, let's see what you think. See how it came out. You're very welcome.
Let's see what we got here.
Yep, get some of the raisins, some of the onion.
Yeah, get everything in there.
Like I said, normally I'd let it sit in the refrigerator, let it chill a little bit more. I'll let you taste it right out the bowl. What do you think?
Raisins,
I hear the crunching too. Got some good crunch to
really
it.
Well.
Yep, taste that lemon.
And here's the thing. I've had it so many different ways, and this was awesome, but another big component of staying first choice fit is eating right, having an open mind. So we're here with Brooke Britton. She's showing us how. Let's do it together. We're back for another healthy cooking segment here with Select Health First Choice Fit with Brooke Britton, registered dietitian, Clemson Rural Health. This looks like it's about to be a lot of fun. Whatever we're doing, I mean, I'm trying to guess, but I don't know.
I know, it's a big surprise, right? So these, Marcus, we call them energy bites. It is a great snack. Could be for kids, could be for adults. You also could use it as like a dessert as well. Give yourself a little treat. So very simple, minimal ingredients. We like these kind of things you can toss together real easily, but still packs a punch, and you got some healthy substitutions in here to make it good. Right. So what we got?
Some tasty ingredients.
Some tasty ingredients, right? Looks good already. So closer to you are the oats. So we'll go ahead, I'll let you add those in. As we know, oats are your whole grain, so helping there with good nutrition. So we have used this before, right? You got an option, a swap out, where you can use peanut butter or you can use sun butter, either one. Some people have allergies to peanuts. Some people just want to swap it out for something different. Both are good options, but I'll have you go ahead. You can add some of that in as well.
Some peanut butter. Do we want to add all of it or just?
Yeah, go ahead and add all of it.
Okay, we can add all of it.
So again, peanut butter is another good protein, or the sun butter. We've used those with the ants on a log. I mean, there's lots of good substitutions where you could swap that out. The kids these days aren't even allowed to have peanut butter in school because of allergies, so that sun butter is a good go-to.
Okay.
What else you got on your side? You got the honey as well. We love honey. You get
Oh,
that
man.
little bit of sweetness, gives a little bit of sugar, but it is
Nothing
more
like
of that
honey.
natural sugar, that's better for you, so to speak. And another thing people talk about is if you get local honey, that it helps with your allergies. So that's something really interesting too. Wherever you are, if you get local honey, you get some benefits to your allergies. So that's
Okay.
great too.
Good to know.
On my side, so what do I got? Everybody's favorite. I have a sweet tooth. I love chocolate. These are semi-sweet chocolate chips. So we're gonna add those in. And then this, Marcus, is flaxseed. So again, it's
Flaxseed.
another one of these grain options, good for your heart health. So this is something you can kind of sneak in different recipes. So we'll add some of that as well. And I'm gonna let you stir this time. So
Sounds
stir
good to
that all
me.
up for us.
Man, this looks good.
So while Marcus is stirring, you can see over here in this bowl, we had let it chill for a couple hours in the refrigerator. So what we're gonna do with what Marcus has, same thing. We'd mix it all up, mix it good, and then we'll end up putting it in the refrigerator an hour or two. It just makes it much easier to roll.
So it can maybe congeal a little bit
Yeah,
better?
so it'll
Okay.
hold together a little bit because it is kind of sticky right now. We got the peanut butter in there, we got the honey, so it'd be probably really messy.
Right.
So this, you can see, it's way easier to get a ball together at this point because it is cool, it is chilled, so it makes it easier to hold it together. So you're doing a
looks
great
good.
job stirring.
Thank you.
That'll go good in the refrigerator, let it chill. And then the best part Marcus always loves,
So
the
we got
taste test part,
got some
right?
already made
We
over
do, I
here.
got some already made for you. They were chilled. I was like, so whenever you're ready to dive in,
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh wow,
He's ready to take another bite.
man.
It's good, right?
The first thing I got was the chocolate
Was
chip.
the chocolate
but
chip? Yeah.
Everything else, it
Adds
blends
to
perfectly.
it. I was like, you can't beat peanut butter and honey too to add in there, but you're still getting some whole grains and some things that are good for your heart health.
Wow.
So.
And I can see how that could be a dessert as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got that sweetness in those chips.
Those bites were really, really tasty. Something that you can easily put together. Another recipe from Brooke Britton, registered dietitian, Clemson Rural Health, showing us how to eat healthy. Let's stay First Choice Fit. You did it. You did it. We did it. We did it together. All right. Super proud of you. Thanks for joining week 4 of our First Choice Fit Challenge. I hope you learned something new. You understand the importance of having a medical home with a doctor you know and trust, and you know the value of the annual well visit. Don't forget to complete and submit your week 4 scorecard and earn a chance to win some exciting prizes. All right, and if you did all 4, you're gonna get a special grand prize. Winners will be announced on this website on behalf of all of us at First Choice by Select Health. Thank you for taking part in our first ever First Choice Fit Virtual Health Challenge. I encourage you to be active, eat right, go for an annual well visit, and stay First Choice Fit for life. Thanks for joining me.